Behold the latest military news update. This is AFP Community News, hosted by Rob Suzon every 12 noon, Mondays to Fridays. Only here on DWDD Armed Forces Radio. One AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Philippine Air Force participated in the French Air and Space Forces projection of a heavy air package in Southeast Asia 2024. Locals surrender high-powered firearms in Cotabato. More than 1,000 public schools postponed class opening today according to DepEd. House leader assures public that government has ample funds for disaster rehabilitation. Good day everyone, as well as our troops at Camp Emilio Aguinaldo, Quezon City. Today is Monday, July 29, and we will bring you the latest news from the armed forces and other information around the Philippines. In behalf of Rob Suzon, this is Jhai for AFP Community News.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
And the Philippine Air Force participated in the French Air and Space Forces projection of a heavy air package in Southeast Asia 2024. The said activity showcases the FASF's advanced capabilities through a static display of its formidable Rafale fighter jets, a tanker transport aircraft, and an A400M Airbus military transport aircraft. Aside from the static display, the visit will also include a joint photo flight and subject matter expert exchanges focusing on cargo and aircraft engineering. PEGAS is an annual French military mission aimed at demonstrating air power projection that has traditionally traversed in the Indo-Pacific region.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
And locals of Municipality of Milang surrendered 6 high-powered firearms to the 90th Infantry Battalion through a presentation of Balik Baril program held at Barangay Gaunan ni Milang, Cotabato. The said firearm included 1 Grand Rifle, 1 M14 rifle, 1 M79 rifle, 1 rocket-propelled grenade, a launcher, 1 5.56 Bushmaster, 1 M16A1 rifle, and assorted magazines and ammunitions. After the presentation of the said items to Milang Mayor Rosel Abonado and 602nd Infantry Brigade Commander Brigadier General Donald Gomiran, the firearms were brought to the 90th Infantry Battalion headquarters for safekeeping. Meanwhile, Western Mindanao Command Commander Lieutenant General William Gonzales, Philippine Army, attributed the success to the ongoing Mobile Community Support Sustainment Program of the 90th IB in the area.
DWDD Armed Forces News. Armed Forces Radio.
And we have a report coming in about 71st Infantry Battalion spearheaded the conduct of the outreach activity in Pangasinan. Go ahead for the details, Gina.
Jhai, troops from the Bravo Brave Company, 71st Infantry Battalion spearheaded the conduct of an outreach activity to students of Anam Elementary School, Umingan, Pangasinan. These services include sharing meals, free haircut, and distribution of school supplies and materials to 130 students of the said school. With the participation and support of the barangay officials, faculty and staff of Anam Elementary School, Philippine Dental Association Pangasinan Chapter, and the LGU Umingan Pangasinan, the activity was made possible. The unit reaffirmed its commitment to continue serving every member of the community under its area of operation. This is Gina reporting for AFP Community News, one AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Gina.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
And the Southern Luzon Command conducted a 23-kilometer fun bike. The event was part of the pre-anniversary activities of SOLCOM and was participated by the different officers, enlisted personnel, and cycling enthusiasts under the command. SOLCOM Commander Lieutenant General Facundo O. Falafox, the 4th Philippine Army, spearheaded and graced the activity. The ride started at the SOLCOM Grandstand and ended at the Villa de la Prado Pool and Beach Resort in Barangay Bignay 1, Saraya, Quezon.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
And the 503rd Infantry Peace and Justice Brigade conducted an orientation to the Reserve Officer Training Corps Kalinga cadets from the 1405th Community Defense Center. The troops of the said unit welcomed the ROTC cadets and provided them with an orientation on the operation of individual and crew-served weapon, armor operations, fire support missions, signal communications, among others. The cadets underwent on-the-job training concept to effectively acquire individual combat skills and eventually operate as infantry squads and platoons. 503rd Infantry Brigade Commander Brigadier General Romualdo Raymond Ladigin, Philippine Army, emphasized its commitment to strengthen, equip, and train the reserve force in his area of responsibility as strong, professional, and patriotic as the regular force.
DWDD. Armed Forces News. Armed Forces Radio.
More updates from Spencer about 2nd Mechanized Infantry Battalion participated in relief distribution across evacuation centers in Datuudin, Sinsuat, Maguindanao. Spencer?
Yes, Jhai, the 2nd Mechanized Infantry Makasag Battalion participated in the distribution of essential supplies to families affected by conflict of Datuudin, Sinsuat, Maguindanao del Norte. In collaboration with MDRRMO, PDRRMO, and Bangsamoro, the said unit delivered supplies to the IDPs at San Carlos Parish Church, Bronze Elementary School, Sarilika National High School, and Dinaig Elementary School. Jhai, a total of 882 IDPs received essential supplies containing rice, canned goods, noodles, and coffee. Furthermore, the 2nd Mechanized Battalion's involvement in the said activity underscores the significance of unity in times of crisis. This is Spencer reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you so much, Spencer.
DWDD. Armed Forces News.
And the 2nd Mechanized Infantry Makasag Battalion participated in a special Municipal Peace and Order Council meeting held at Datuudin, Sinsuat, Maguindanao del Norte. The meeting addressed the ongoing conflicts that affected 4 barangays of Datuudin, Sinsuat. 2nd Mechanized Commanding Officer Lieutenant Colonel Jerome D. Peñalosa, Philippine Army, highlighted the significance of the collaboration between the local government and the community leaders. In his message, Lieutenant Colonel Peñalosa assured the Council that the unit will continue to uphold peace and security among the residents under its area of operations.
DWDD. Armed Forces News.
And for our national news,
DWDD. National News.
the Department of Education said that 1,063 public schools will not be opening classes today. Most of the schools, or 457 of these, are in Central Luzon. 225 are in Metro Manila, 310 in the Ilocos region, 67 in the Calabar zone, and 4 are in Sorsogon. These schools were badly affected by floods brought by Typhoon Karina and Habagat.
DWDD. National News. Armed Forces Radio.
On the other line, let us hear from Glenn about Philippine Air Force supports relief efforts in Valenzuela and Navotas. Glenn?
Yes, hello, Katropang Jhai. The Philippine Air Force continuously supported the relief efforts for the residents of Valenzuela City and Navotas City who were affected by the recent Typhoon Karina. Philippine Air Force Civil Military Operations Group, the Philippine Coast Guard, Department of Social Welfare and Development, local government units, and other volunteers joined hands to haul and repack relief goods for distribution to the affected areas. The Philippine Air Force reaffirmed its commitment to support the communities in need and to work with other organizations and agencies to continue its services to the victims. This is your Glenn Gulchan reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you so much, Glenn.
DWDD. National News.
And the national government has enough budget for emergency relief aid and rehabilitation services to communities affected by Typhoon Karina and Habagat. House Minority Leader and 4-piece party list Representative Marcelino Libanan said that under the 2024 General Appropriations, the Congress allocated 20.5 billion pesos for the Calamity Fund. This is to provide cash aids and shelter assistance. He added that the Calamity Fund also covers the repair and restoration of damaged public structures such as school buildings, hospitals, road, bridges, and seaports.
DWDD National News.
And the Department of Health warned that it could take more than 1 to 2 weeks before leptospirosis symptoms could manifest following the recent flood brought about by tropical cyclone Harina and Habagat. Leptospirosis symptoms include fever, nausea, dizziness, and body fatigue. DOH spokesperson Assistant Secretary Albert Domingo said the sickness is easily treatable through taking in antibiotics such as doxycycline. The agency has yet to receive reports of leptospirosis cases.
DWDD National News. Armed Forces Radio.
Now let us hear a reporter on the ground about LGU Kamiling Tarlac commenced 71st Infantry Battalion for assistance during onslaught of Typhoon Karina. Go ahead for the details, Joanne.
The local government unit of Kamiling Tarlac commended and extended gratitude to the 71st Infantry Kaibigan Battalion for the tireless support and assistance they demonstrated during the onslaught of Typhoon Karina in Tarlac. Kamiling Tarlac Mayor Orlon Clemente Agustin personally met and thanked the members of the Humanitarian Assistance and Disaster Response Operations Team of the 71st Infantry Kaibigan Battalion in his office on July 27, 2024. Mayor Agustin said that the local government unit of Kamiling was very grateful for the dedication and sacrifice provided by the 71st Infantry Kaibigan Battalion for the welfare of the residents of Kamiling as well as our countrymen during Typhoon Karina. The 71st Infantry Kaibigan Battalion conducted rescue operations to affected families in the municipality of Kamiling Tarlac due to the swelling of the Kamiling River that caused floods in the area. Further, the Kaibigan troopers from Alpha Avengers Company, 71st Infantry Battalion and personnel of the 3rd Mechanized Infantry Battalion provided transportation and manpower assistance during the distribution of relief goods to affected families by Typhoon Karina in Barangay Pindangan 2nd, Kamiling Tarlac. The Kaibigan troopers also provided needed assistance such as hauling and distribution of relief goods to 370 affected families in Barangay Labnay in the municipality of Mayantok, Tarlac. This is Joan Sagaok reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Joanne.
DWDD National News.
And the Department of Public Works and Highways blamed overpopulation and the public's improper garbage disposal for the recent flooding in Metro Manila. Secretary Manuel Bunoan said the agency can implement engineering intervention, but waterways would still be clogged if people continue the improper disposal of garbages. Meanwhile, Undersecretary Cathy Cabral said Metro Manila had exceeded its carrying capacity. She added that DPWH has implemented over 600 flood control projects in Metro Manila, but overpopulation clogs the waterways. Vegetable and egg prices are expected to go up amid the devastation caused by Typhoon Karina and Habagat. According to the Department of Agriculture Assistant Secretary and Spokesman Arnel de Mesa, lowland vegetables are affected. In total, the damage to the agriculture sector has reached 612 million pesos. Meanwhile, Philippine Egg Board Association President Francis Oyehara said that a steady increase in the retail price of eggs is expected. He explained that retailers and traders were affected as eggs in warehouses in Quezon City and Manila were damaged by the flooding.
DWDD National News. Armed Forces Radio.
Let us hear more updates from Beth about 73rd Infantry Battalion conducted HADR operations in Davao Occidental. Beth?
The 73rd Infantry Battalion's Bravo Company conducted humanitarian assistance and disaster response operation in the areas affected by the flash flood in Barangay Caburan, Small Jose Abad Santos, Davao Occidental. The unit immediately deployed its personnel to mitigate potential casualties and provide support to readiness of the said barangay. The 73rd IB leadership reiterated its commitment to serve the community under its area of responsibilities in times of disaster. This is Beth Tanyete reporting for the AFP Community News, 1 AFP for the stronger Philippines.
Thank you so much, Beth Tanyete.
DWDD National News.
It is 12:15 and you're still watching AFP Community News. A 3-month price freeze on the 148 essential medicines in different areas has been ordered by the Department of Health following the devastating effects of Super Typhoon Karina. This includes vitamins and prescriptions drugs against asthma and hypertension, as they are considered among the basic necessities. The price freeze is in effect in Metro Manila and the provinces of Batangas, Bataan, Bulacan, and Cavite, and other area under a state of calamity or state of emergency.
DWDD National News.
And majority of adult Filipinos expressed their support for banning Philippine offshore gaming operators or POGOs in the country. According to the latest tugon ng masa survey of Octa Research, 83% answered yes when asked if they supported the ban, while 12% responded no. The remaining 5% was neutral. The survey was conducted from June 26 to July 1 with 1,200 respondents.
DWDD National News. Armed Forces Radio.
For other updates, let us hear details about Philippine Army holds relief mission in Tanay, Rizal. Go ahead, Sena.
Yes, Jhai, relief efforts in Tanay reached a significant milestone as 3,000 food packs were distributed to barangays affected by Super Typhoon Karina on July 27, 2024. The distribution across Santa Ines, Leiban, Santo Niño, Tinucan, and Daraitan was a joint effort by the Provincial Government of Rizal, the Office of the Civil Defense Calabarzon, and the 2nd Infantry Jungle Fighter Division. Key officials of said offices, including 2nd IND Commander Major General Roberto Capulong, personally visited some of the affected barangays to hand out the food packs. Major General Capulong mentioned in his statement that the initiative was a direct instruction of President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., which aimed to provide immediate relief to residents grappling with the aftermath of the super typhoon. He also highlighted the significance of the collaborative efforts, noting that the synergy between our local government units and 2nd ID has been instrumental in ensuring that relief goods are distributed promptly and efficiently to our communities. This concerted effort underscored the importance of unified action in times of disaster, ensuring that aid reaches those in need without delay. This is Sena from Sulcom reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you so much, Sena. More of these updates from Rolly about the Jungle Fighter troops assisted transportation distribution of food packs in Tanay. Rolly?
From 2nd Infantry Jungle Fighter Division assisted in transporting and distributing the food packs to the barangays greatly affected by the Super Typhoon Karina in Tanay. The 2nd Infantry Division joined forces with the Provincial Government of Rizal and Office of Civil Defense Calabarzon to ensure the swift delivery of aid to the affected area. With the help of Tactical Operations Wing, 3,000 food packs were airlifted and distributed to the residents of barangays of Santa Ines, Layban, Santo Niño, Tinucan, and Daraitan. 2nd Infantry Division Commander Major General Roberto Capulong, Philippine Army, personally facilitated the transportation of said items to make sure the supply arrives on time and the victim will be provided with much needed help. This is JR reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you so much, JR.
DWDD
And the Philippine Coast Guard reported that they discovered leaks on the sunken motor tanker Jason Bradley in the waters of Barangay Cabcaben, Mariveles, Bataan. Coast Guard divers capped the leak as the PCG response team was now working on removing the diesel cargo. According to the PCG, they will start an investigation once they remove the cargo to avoid negative impact on the marine environment and nearby coastal communities. The agency had earlier confirmed that cargo tanks of the MT Terra Nova, which also sank off Bataan, were leaking industrial fuel oil.
DWDD National News.
And the Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources is set to sample fishes in areas affected by the oil spill from sunken MT Terra Nova off Bataan. This is to determine if there is a need to declare a fishing ban. Before spokesperson Nazareo Briguera said they are yet to coordinate with the local government units in declaring a fishing ban as they have to gather and consolidate all the relevant information. The agency notes that the livelihood of thousands of fishermen may be affected should they be temporarily prohibited from fishing due to the oil spill.
DWDD National News. Armed Forces Radio.
Let us hear more updates from Feb about Clark Control Tower, biggest in the Philippines. Feb?
The Clark International Airport Corporation, or CIAC, is the biggest in the Philippines in terms of land area. It has an aggregate area of 2,367 hectares, crafting flagship projects under its new leadership led by PCEO Aray Perez. The 18-story Clark Control Tower is fast shaping up, giving the aviation complex an entirely new backdrop amidst growing aircraft traffic. CIAC aims to attain a civil aviation complex with a mixture of a world-class airport, cargo shipping facilities, and robust business and commercial hub, landslide business development projects that will readily create revenue sources for the national government. The CIAC is a non-chartered government-owned and controlled corporation, or GOCC, duly registered with Securities and Exchange Commission. It was created primarily to develop, operate, manage and maintain the Clark Civil Aviation Complex within the Clark Freeport Zone in the province of Pampanga. This is Fred Ramos reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Fev. Another update from Ella about Pasig LGU declares City of Pasig under a state of calamity. Ella?
Thank you very much. The City of Pasig under a state of calamity. That's according to Resolution number 159-11, Series of 2024, which was passed and approved by their City Council based on recommendation of their Pasig City Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council through Resolution number 3, Series of 2024. Under the same resolution, provides authorization to the City of Pasig to use its Quick Response Fund for the year 2024 to fund relief operations and recovery programs for the sake of their constituents who were affected of Typhoon Karina intensified by southwest monsoon. In the information published of their Public Information Office, the declaration shall remain to continue the doing of helping to all those affected of such calamity. Related to that, Pasig Local Government Unit hopes to accelerate their actions for a large number of their residents that needs to be helped. This is Ella Mercado reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for Stronger Philippines.
Thank you so much, Ella Mercado.
DWDD National News.
And President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. wants the processing of business permits in local government units to be done in only 10 minutes. Anti-Red Tape Authority under Secretary Genesis Abot said that they hope to achieve this together with other government agencies, especially the Department of the Interior and local government. Abot said that at present, some LGUs are processing permits in 30 minutes while others are in an hour to a day. The ARTA official further said the development of new systems and programs such as the Electronic Business One-Stop Shop Compliance Program could promote ease of doing business.
DWDD National News.
And that's all for today's broadcast. Thank you for joining us, especially to our audience in our Facebook page, AFP Radio DWDD. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow for more updates, same time, same station. Again, this is Jhai for AFP Community News, one AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Kayo ay nakatutok sa DWDD AFP Radio. Kami po ay kasapi ng KBP.